Alrighty, welcome back everyone, Roth here. Let's continue on with our Goldar art. Just gonna reopen the file. So here's what we got so far for Goldar. I've also resized the app. I left it so that it's not in full screen or maximize or whatever, so that OBS can capture the full program in view, so you can actually see the bottom part now, and there's actually a zoom bar that I can just scroll the mouse wheel with, and it would, do the zooming. And here are the buttons that I was talking about here. There's the flip, so you can flip vertically and horizontally, mirror mode, so you can actually see how that part is done. I also have the sword. This is the sword I've been working on previously, and I managed to get it symmetrical, as you can see. So far it's turned out pretty well. I like how it's coming out. I think for today I'm gonna try and fix his wing a bit, at least get it the way that I want it to look, and also get to some more coloring. I'm gonna be adding a lot of gold to his armor. I'm gonna be coloring the rest of his body, the rest of his armor, including his sword as well, and possibly get to his wings today. We'll see. Alright, so got my playlist going. Hopefully, the computer doesn't freeze again, as it's done in the past. But if it does, I may either pop back on or possibly postpone it to next time. But judging from the date, today is September 27th. This is the third drawing. I'm not sure if I'll be able to complete 3 drawings by the end of September. I'm gonna need like another week or so. Either that, or I may work on the last couple of drawings throughout October. We'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna disable the preview on OBS so I can get the computer running at its tip-top shape to avoid any laggage. Alright, yeah, I'll probably keep the sword layer visible for now, but I don't want to confuse myself with like some of the other layers, so I'm going to put them to transparent if I can, including the sword. I'm going to work on the wings first, and then the rest are just colored layers, I think. Alright, let's zoom in on the wings. So looking at it now, I think I kind of want to get it straightened out to look. I'm talking about this right side here, or not the right side, but his right, but then our left. On our side, it's his left wing on the left side here. Getting it to like straighten out like how it looks on the other side. So unless I can probably alter the other side a little bit to look more like the back to this side. We'll see. We'll see how I do this. I'm trying to blend it all together, make it more. Okay, so the wings, let me make sure this correct layer, yep. Okay, so it looks like I did make some marks on another layer. I think it's the outline layer. Yeah, it's the outline layer that, oh my gosh, without the outline he looks a bit strange without the outline, but it's fine. so definitely gonna need to adjust some things, but alright, let's see if I can bring a layer back to that. Let's see if I can take this and paste it on this layer. See, it's good that once you paste the whatever marks we made on the other layer, it pastes it in the same spot that we copied it from, or cut the pieces from. So I'm going to try and capture this side to make sure I'm on the outline side, or outline layer. I'm going to use a lasso and cut this area, and paste it here. Oh my gosh, it was lagging quite a bit there. I was afraid that the computer might freeze or something. Okay, so this is good. I managed to get some of the little marks. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to be really careful. I'm selecting these. Oh, I hope that. Oh my gosh, we can still see the marks, but it's okay. Yeah, take away that. There we go. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, which layer is this then? Oh man, let me see. Undo that. I meant to paste it on the wings layer. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the outline layer and smoothen this out a little bit. Because when you use the lasso tool, it doesn't add anti-aliasing. You have to actually know which part you're working on and stuff. Wait, what was that? Oh, never mind. I thought we had a different shape of tool. Okay. Put it on the 2 pixel, and I'm just smoothing this part out. I could probably just use the eraser to erase this part, but I'm definitely going in and actually smoothing it out manually. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Yep. Oh, that's a little too much there. Also, I brought my mouse pad now, so now I don't have to place the mouse on, scraping it against the wood table. So now that I have a mouse, it's more of a smoother swipe as with each swipe that I make. I think you call it swipes or strokes. I think swipes is more appropriate, I guess. So yeah, I'm able to make more smoother swipes. Oh. Oh man, I could definitely go in and fix some of these, some of the outlines to make it a little bit more smoother. Man, now taking a look back at some of these lines, man. It's like it looks very sketchy, like sketchy look to it. It's not as smooth as I kind of want it to be, but which is why we're going back in and adjusting it. But I do like how it's been coming out though. As we progress, we get better at it, and things come out looking a little bit smoother than when we started. So with all this cleaning that I do, it helps out quite a lot in the end results. Okay. I mean, I could definitely spend like another hour at it, making it smoother, looking a lot neater and stuff, like how it did down here, how like each of the lines here are a lot more smoother than how it looks up here. But overall, you know, like, you know, it seems detailed when it's like zoomed out, but you can definitely see some of the, you know, sketchiness once you zoom in. So let's see. I know I kind of want to do something with his arms. I think I want to shrink this part here a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna get it to like fade in to match the other part of the gauntlet on this side here, because I feel like the gauntlets are a little bit sketchier than how it should look. But maybe that's, you know, that is intended, because maybe he's been in battles where, let me adjust the opacity of it. There you go, a little bit better. Okay. I also found out that parts of his, like the upper part of his gauntlet, also has golf patterns or scales, I guess you can call it. I gotta figure out how or which way it is shown. So, but like this part here should be like scaly, golf patterny, like the other parts of his armor. So I'm gonna add that to that. Oh, it's a bit weird. A bit weird looking. But that's okay. I think we can probably fix it. I think once it's in color, it will look, you know, probably won't be as noticeable. And then now, let's check out this other side here. I may want to make his arm a little bit less round there. I think making this part a little slimmer, or make it align better. And then I gotta do this part too then. Yeah. I feel like if I left that there, it would give it a more comic-y look, like a borderline sort of a ordeal. I also need to make this wing part maybe a little bit higher so that it can match the other side. Also, wow, once I go in and smoothen all this out, it makes it look a little cleaner. Also gotta do this side too. See, once after I've done that, it looks like a little bit more rounder. And it's supposed to be a little bit more rounder because it's his gauntlet and it goes around his arm. So I'm going to expand this part a little bit. Here we go. Now it matches the other side a little more. There you go, something like that. I'll leave some of those marks behind because I guess it adds to the details. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Also, looking at the this part of the gauntlet, maybe. I feel like I should add some more of those golf patterns, but I think I should just adjust this part of the gauntlet here on this side. I was looking at the other side and it doesn't look like it's like lined up correctly with the other side here. So let me adjust this part. That's why it looks like this side is a little more thicker than the other side. Add some lines there. Okay. I mean, like the size of it doesn't have to be like all that correct. And as long as you get all the parts down, like how the way his armor is supposed to look, it will be alright. Maybe a little more rounder. I'm gonna go for size 3 pixel and down the opacity a bit. Okay. Use the eraser to clean it up a bit here. Let's go for a size 3. Yeah, much better. Okay, let's go back on the other side and clean this up a bit. Much better. Alright. Let's go with number 2 and get some more golf ball patterns on this gauntlet. What? Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't making any marks. I keep on looking at the layers to make sure I'm on the correct layer when drawing, making these patterns here. Alright, looks like we're like really tight on space, so I'm gonna try and get these looking correct. Alright, do some base erasing here. Oh, what is that? What is this layer that's not... Oh, I see. It's the color layer that's like blocking that. I don't know why it's like, looks like a little bit sloppy, but it's okay. I mean, this can be partially like shadowy. Just gonna make it a little bit more patterns here, so we know that there's some things. Okay, clean it up a little bit. There we go. Coming up pretty nice. There's a weird looking line there when I'm trying to clean this part. I don't know if you can see it on stream, but there's like a little weird pixelation that's going on right now in this area. Okay. Alright, I think that's good enough. Let's see how it looks when it's zoomed out. Ah yes, a little bit better. Much better. Okay, let me fix this a little bit. Make it a little more. So there we go. See, we could add more space for these patterns, but I didn't fix it up beforehand. It's a little bit better now. Okay. Alright. Good. Man, trying to fix these gauntlets, man. Just take up a a lot of time. Okay, let me add one more line. This is supposed to be like a part of his gauntlet that's like part of the formation or whatever. So yeah, let's cut some more lines there for some added details and shadows. Okay. Like, I shouldn't really go into details like this because the details won't really show up once I zoomed out of it. But oh man, I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I want to put so much effort into this. I feel like Goldar deserves it. It's like one of those characters that in the series is like, you know, everyone knows of and just have an affinity for. He works for Rita. Okay, enough of the shield. Enough of the shield. I think the armor has gotten enough time. I don't want to go back to working on the wings, so let's go that. Go to the wings. Make sure I'm on the right layer. So now that we've got the details moved over to the wings layer, I'm gonna add some more details to the wings. Maybe adjust the angle of the wings a bit. Not sure if I want to move them over. Let's see how it looks when I move them over, but I don't want to like lose quality of those wings, of the wings. Let me see what happens if I do this. Okay, that didn't really sacrifice any quality that I can tell, but now I can add the missing lines here to it. Oh, I just realized that I'm on 2 pixel size, which is fine. I think I should be on 3 pixel when I'm doing the outline here for the wings, but this is okay. I can work with this. Change to pixel. add too much detail to his wings, but man, it's kind of hard to resist their wings. And it's been a while since I've drawn any like feathers or wings of any sort. It's just nice to do a character that has like wings. And I just remembered recently that Goldar doesn't get his wings. Well, he rarely gets to use his wings. During the season 1 or even season 2 of Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin era. But I just remember one little detail is then Lord Zed appeared for the first time, and it was around the time when he took over, and then Goldar was granted his wings because Lord Zed arrived and gave him his wings. But before that, he was just him and his sword. He was fighting the Rangers without his wings. I think once in a while he would be granted his wings by Rita. But I don't really remember that much when it comes to Goldar. Yeah. Alright. Let's focus more on the alignment here. I'm gonna erase this part. Let's see. I mean, what I can do is I could have just used the lasso tool and just line it up, but I could probably just gonna redraw this part here. Or at least to get it lined up where I want it to line up. Okay. You know what? Let me actually use the line tool instead. I want to see if I can. Okay, so eventually it will look somewhere like. It'll probably be lined up like something like this. But I want to add some hairs to it. Yeah, I want to put it like right there at that angle. And then for the other side, I think I want to raise it a little bit higher or something. Let me see how it looks with this. Yeah, see, like right there, it's not as straight as I want it to be. So I definitely need to raise the middle part a little higher so it lines up correctly. So I see where I did there. I wonder why it looks so weird when I zoom out and I can see some of the alignment of the wings is not. It seems a little bit off. So now I know, and it's. I mean, it's fixable anyway, so I think I should add it. Some more hairs to it. But I think using that line tool just makes the line like too straight. And then if I would try to put like hair or patterns over it, it won't look as organic. use the eraser tool to like maybe erase some parts, do like zigzags. Yeah, I think the zigzags help a little bit. There you go, something like that. Still seems a little off. Oh, that's why, because I'm on 3 pixel or 3 size. I should put the size 2. There we go, now it's a little bit. Yeah, much better. So maybe like having different sizes help add to it. Okay, so now let's go to this side. Maybe I'll have to like erase some of these parts here, especially the parts in the middle. So I was like having issues with this part here, which I'm erasing now. So I'm gonna have to redo that part. And that's part. Alright. So put the 3 pixel. It should be somewhere up here. I'm gonna put like dotted lines so I can know, I can guide myself where the line should be. Maybe a little lower than that. I think for sure. I feel like this one's going to be a little bit more hairy than the other side. If you know what I mean. Feathery. Oh, I don't want it to like curve in that way. Yeah, I think that should do it. Okay. Yeah, that looks just about right. Erase those dots there. Back to 2 pixel, so we get some of these details in. Okay, I think that's good enough. I don't want to do too much or get too into it, or else I'll be spending like another hour on it. Add some more details on this side so that they match. Okay. Alright. I think for the armor part of his wing, I'll probably just leave it how it looks right now. I'll probably add like some shading to it as I'm coloring. But I think the rest of the way I'll probably just focus on the coloring. Oh wait, I just remembered that I was supposed to fix his helmet a bit. Let me take away his wings a bit. Let's see what I wanted to do is fix this side of his crown or helmet. Like this part here is a little bit more inner than I want it to be. So let's expand it outward. I could use the lasso tool and just like move it out, but I think just redrawing it would be a little bit better. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna zoom in on his head so we can get closer to it. Let's go 30% opacity, 33 or something. Just get in here. Yeah, it's like about the right amount that I wanted to expand it out to. So I want to smooth it out a little bit more. Oh, I'm going to change the size of this eraser. Just fill in the rest of the spots. Add some more to the frame. There we go. Just clean it up a little bit. Making the lines a little bit bolder and more visible. I know that some of the like parts of it should be transparent, like the the platey parts. They're like a little bit transparent, like sort of like 90%. I should make his horns a little more sharper, bolder maybe. Clean up the other side. It's got some stray marks that I want to fix up. Okay, this is strange. I'm surprised like a size 4 eraser can fit through these parts here. Oh. Should make this side a little bit more bolder, because it looks very thin compared to the other side. There we go. Cleaning up the image a bit. Looks a lot better. Down here. There we go. Alright. Alright, just make it a little bit bolder on the outside. Because it's a very iconic shape when it comes to this character. His helmet is very identifiable in this universe. So everybody knows that this is Goldar's helmet, just by the shape of it. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's see how we got here. Yeah, it's much better. See, before it was like a bit more thin on one of the sides, but now it's a little more fuller. Like I think fuller is like a good way to describe it. All right, I'm gonna fix one more thing. I feel like this side here needs to be a little bit more upward. Because compared to the other side, it's like a little bit more wiggly for some reason. It's just how they made this character design. So I'm trying to match it all together. Alright, just use eraser. Okay, just a little bit better. It's a little lower than I expected it to be. Let's erase this part here too. There we go. Yeah, a little bit better. I think it should be a little thinner down there. Okay. There's also something here on this side that like it's part of his helmet there. Okay, alright, I think we're good. There we go. There you go, you got his sword. Got his wings. Let's get him out. Let's get 100% on the outlines there. Alright. I'm going to save this as another file. This will be file D or file E. There you go. Alright, now we can get started on the coloring finally. Let's see how long this takes us. Probably go for another half hour or so. Let's get to the gold. Oh, this is the this gold layer. See how the colors look. Oh, there it is. There's the color. That is the color layer. This is the highlights layer. It's funny that I have the highlights on a different layer, which I guess in a way it's good. It's just to, you know, identify it or see how it looks like on the base color. Yeah, that's my highlight layer. Maybe I should lock it so just in case I don't accidentally color it or something. Alright, I'll probably make a new layer for the gold part of his color, of his armor I mean. So this will be gold 2 or something. Gold 2. And this will be all the yellows and goldish colors. Okay, let's go in and try to find our base color for the gold. I'm gonna try this brush. See how it looks like. Let's change it to 15. Alright, let's add some colors here. Okay, this is a very bright orangey, like a yellowish orange. I think I should probably change the saturation a bit to like a lower, more grayer color. Kind of like what I have in the background there, in the transparency. I think, like as a base color, this is okay. This will at least give me some something to work with until I can come up with another color to match it with. So a lot of his armor is like very gold, and they're all pretty much the same color with the same combination of colors. Depending on like the time of day or the lighting. I might need to disable the layer underneath. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good base color to work with. It's gonna make sure to get the right combination of like highlights and shadows with this. Let's see. I find another shade. Let's go for this dark brown one. Let's see how this looks like. Yeah, like something like this in combination with the color I just used. I think this would be like the under shadow of it. It's probably going to be like multiple colors, like for the shadows part. We can go in like really deep into the shadows. I need to change the size of this too. Let's go for 10. I think 10 should be a good one. Alright. Add some more shadows here, here. And of course here. There definitely should be like some more darker browns, I think. especially since it's gold. And it's a shame that we can't use like, oh, maybe not there. I can make it like come out looking like an animated character, but I don't know what kind of coloring style I want to go with. Like I can just keep it like the animated style look, but it might come out as looking cheap, you know, and I don't want to kind of do that. Let me play around with some other colors here. So let me try a dark color. So it's like, yeah, like something like this. See, the shading already looks good already, like with the combination of these colors. And then I haven't even added the highlight yet. Wait till I add the highlight, and then it'll give it a really goldy look to it. Yeah, this part here of the armor should be really, really dark. Okay. Let's see if we can get another layer in. And a more orangey look too. Oh, that's like too dark of a color. Let me try a different transparency, like 30-ish, 30 or something. Yeah, I think some parts should be like this color, but not too harsh. Yeah, like something like lightly. I think maybe 15 should do it, 15 opacity. Yeah, something like this, but a little bit softer, I think. Yeah, I think a little bit of something like this. Try 10. 10 and 10 usually. Yeah, like something like that. Here we go. Like this orangeness adds a little more dimension to it. Like there's more to the goldness of his armor than what we thought. So I think at a glance, you know, it gives it that shiny look. But wait, there's still one more half. I mean, the other half to think about, which is the highlight. So let's see how it looks with this highlight here. I'm gonna unlock the highlight layer. I'm gonna add this white. Oh, look at that! Oh man! See, now that's gonna. This is the fun part. This is the fun part where it's gonna be. Let me decrease the size a bit and push the opacity up to 34. And let's go 10, size 10. Ooh, I think that's a little too much. Let me try it again. Like something like this. Then not too much of that lightness. Let's go with a 25 opacity. Let's see how it looks like. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like something like that, but it's gotta be the correct shape of it. You know what, let's try it. Let me go back to 1010. I think 1010 is like usually the oh yeah, something like this. Oh my gosh, yeah. See, like that right there. Is like the correct. Yeah, something like this. Oh my gosh, yeah. See, now it's coming out really well. Let's do this part. See, now he looks a lot more gold. See, look at that. Man. See, I'm loving. See, this is part of the fun of playing with colors. It's like you discover like how to make things look a certain way. Like how do you make gold look like gold, you know? On like a 2D plane. Alright, I don't want to put too much white on this. Yeah, don't want to put too much white on that. Or else it won't look. Oh man, that is so gold, man. I dig this. Alright, now it's gonna get more detailed around his shoulder parts. Is where it's supposed to like shine a little more. Normally you can like with gold you can get away with it by just the yellow and the whites in combination, just those two colors. But if you want to really go into more detail, like a more realistic look, you can add some oranges in there, some browns, to get the most out of that combination. And you don't want to overdo the whites. I think you want to add just enough white so that you know, he looks shiny but not too shiny, you know? Oh man, I can't wait to get to the rest of his armor to look this way. Okay, this part definitely needs some shine here. I should probably change the brush size so I can actually go in there and add the shine manually the correct way. Oh man, I like how the shine just went across his chest like that. That's really good. There we go. Man, look at that. Oh man, I'm loving this. Can I add more here? Ooh. I like that. Adding the shine is so much fun. I like this. Let me change the size a bit. Get to like 5 or 6. Yeah, this is 6 right now. Let's get this in there. I'm really liking this. There you go. Shine needs to be where it needs to be. Alright, now let's go back to the first yellow color that I used for the armor. Let me try and remember the size. I think it was like a size 10 or something. Size 10 opacity was like, I don't know, 30 or something. Let's go back to that and color the rest of this armor. This time I'm gonna try to be real careful going in. Let's get really in there and color the rest of the part of his body as much as we can. Oh wait, I'm on the highlight layer. Oh my gosh, see? You gotta be careful with that. Okay. Take out the help. See, if I take out the highlight, this is how it looks up close. But when you zoom out, it looks a lot better. Alright. Sticking to the gold layer. This is gold 2. I kind of want to. I was thinking of maybe putting the shadows on another layer. I think having the layers separate like that is probably the better way. I'm really glad I went with this base color. Is the... Oh, wait. Am I coloring over? Okay, never mind. I know the sword is there, and I want to keep the colors for the sword a different layer. Because I'm going to be working with that afterwards. That'll probably be the last part I do. Either that or the wings. Oh man, this one. See, the coloring part is always the fun part. Alright, gonna probably go on for like maybe 10 more minutes or so. I think I probably won't be done with this drawing today. Possibly tomorrow. We'll see. Let me try to continue it tomorrow though, but we'll try to do as much as we can tonight. I'm really glad that we finally got to do some more coloring. Part to is like there's more parts of his fingers that has like more armor on it. I'm gonna have to resize the brush to get in in these creases or these spaces here. Even though I haven't drawn any like outlines for these parts, but I just know that they're there. Let's see, I think for this part, let's go with size 3. Something like that. Okay, let's go back to size 6 or whatever. Size 10, I think. See, it's good that I have this gold 2 layer on top of the one underneath, which is the color layer, and the color layer has the colors of his skin and hair, so that we can go over. I mean, it kind of makes sense because he's wearing the armor, and the armor goes on top of the skin layer. But sometimes when you're working with digital art, you kind of want to rearrange the layers around so you can get the right look. So you gotta think like what is possible and how you're gonna, like, what you have to do to make it look a certain way, you know? For some parts, you gotta be careful. You gotta memorize what you did in the past, what's marks are on which layer and stuff. So working with a lot of layers, that's you know, that's what's gonna help make the image look the way you want it to look. For this part, I gotta be careful not to get too close to the hairs, or else I'll be coloring over the hairs a bit. So I only want to get his armor. I also gotta let go of the button sometimes, or else I'll be missing out on some coloring. If I were to undo something, okay, just in case I need to undo, we should be fine. Okay, let's get this part in. See, I feel like the collar is like a more orangey color, so. But basically just want to get this base color down first, and then we'll worry about the shading and stuff afterwards. Okay. Want to get even more gold in. Let's get it closer. I think size 4 should maybe go for a size 3. Yeah, size 3 should do it. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh, what was that? Man, I hate it when it does that. The program just like shifts upward. By itself, which is weird. A little weird. Like it feels like pushed up the mouse wheel or something when I didn't. Maybe I should go like 100%, huh? But I feel like 100% should cover what I want to cover. Because I feel like if I just leave it at a 34%, it doesn't really color in through all the way. Which is why some of the blues or dark colors from the background comes showing in. Like I can see some parts there. Like if you zoom in up close, you can actually see it. But then it will get covered by the highlights anyway. When I only for this part. But what about the parts that aren't colored or covered? You know. So you gotta. That's something else that you gotta keep in mind. In coloring, you gotta think of the layer underneath, if it's like coming through or not. Alright, I don't want to put too much there. I want to keep his fur looking like fur when I'm coloring this. I think what I could have done was paint the gold first and then add the fur on top, or maybe just having the fur layer. Wait, I think the fur layer's on the color layer. Yeah, it is. So no wonder. Also, I noticed that the gems are on the color layer, which is okay. Just get these in. I mean, I could probably just leave these and just paint a darker color for the gold. Because they're supposed to be like a shader. I mean, for the shadows, it should be a darker shade anyway, so that's okay. We'll work with this. Color a few remaining spots. Before we end. I think we'll just get the top part of his armor colored in, at least. I think this gem here on his collar should be a little bit more ovally, but oh well. I mean, I guess it's good enough. Okay. Oh, should be more on this side. Okay. Let's zoom out and see what we get. Oh yeah. Now we're getting some gold on there. Alright, let's add the highlights to it. Oh man, there we go. Oh man, I can't wait to fill in some more parts for his armor. Some more highlights, oh man. Alright, so I think that's it for today. I'm gonna save this and I'll possibly continue this tomorrow. Made some good progress. I really like this. Oh man, I can't wait to finish this, man. It's really exciting. Yo, Woven Daffodil, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I wanted to say his artwork looks insane. So great. Wow, thanks. Thanks for dropping in and leaving that comment. I appreciate it. Alright. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. I'm gonna have to end this for now. But I'll likely be back on tomorrow to do some more Animal Crossing, and then after that I'll definitely do some more Goldar art, and I'm gonna be finishing up, at least try to finish the rest of this image, and then get started on the next one. So yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by, and catch you guys next time.